Welcome to Tech Spectrum. This video will be going over the top 5 universal remotes. These items were selected based on our personal preferences, and we hope they'll help in choosing what's best for you. Before we begin, be sure to hit the subscribe and notification icon to stay up to date with our latest videos, and check out the link to the description for more info. Number 5, Best Budget Remote. Sofa Baton U1. The Sofa Baton is our pick as the best budget universal remote. When Logitech decided to discontinue producing the Harmony universal remotes, many wondered who would fill the void. It didn't take long before we got an answer: Sofa Baton. The California-based electronics company was able to come up with a budget option, inspired by the Logitech Harmony. This remote control supports over 350,000 devices from over 6,000 brands. It can control up to 15 entertainment devices simultaneously and conveniently has an update option whenever new devices are released. It's easy to set up through the Sofa Baton Smart Remote app without ever needing a whole string of code. The app also functions as a backup remote just in case. While it looks similar to the Logitech Harmony, the advanced OLED display and motion-activated feature are welcomed additions. The OLED screen shows the current status and is helpful for switching between devices. Furthermore, the motion-activated function allows instant adjustment of the remote's control's brightness, so you can extend the battery life. Another useful feature of this remote control is the ability to give multiple commands with the press of the one macro button. For example, you can set a Watch Apple TV option to turn on your LG TV or launch Apple TV, and simultaneously activate the soundbar. That's what we call convenience. While the smart features of this universal remote control are more than enough, you may not like the fact that it does not have Alexa or Google Assistant integration. It also may not be appropriate for someone who's never programmed macros or universal remote, because the learning curve is quite steep overall. If you're looking for an affordable option that gets the job done, the Sofa Baton U1 is a great choice. Number 4, Best Apple TV Remote. Function 101 Button Remote for Apple TV. The Function 101 button remote for Apple TV is our pick as the best Apple TV universal remote. For some reason, the Apple TV remote, or the Siri remote, is so disappointing that it's borderline unusable. Thankfully, Function 101 is selling a handy alternative. Yes, it does have its limitations, but it also has a range of capabilities that will let you get the most out of all versions of Apple TV. The highlight of this remote is that it's designed with traditional remote control buttons that customers are familiar with. Thus, there will be no adjustment phase whatsoever. It's programmed to work with Apple TV and Apple TV 4K right out of the box. You literally don't have to do anything to make it work. Using this remote is undeniably an easier way to get started with Apple TV. But then again, it doesn't start and stop with Apple TV. The remote is compatible with most TV sets and can be synchronized with them in seconds, thanks to infrared technology. Aside from the TV sets, the IR device control also allows easy synchronization with your soundbar or receiver, so you can manipulate the power, volume, and mute functions. You can access the Apple TV Control Center and Media Center by holding down the OK button. This lets you control multiple audio devices, including the volume of AirPod and HomePod devices. You can also access app switching and close unresponsive apps using this controller. There are also a couple of things that the product could have improved on. First, it would have been nice to have backlit keys, and secondly, it would have been nice to control more than 2 devices at once, just for convenience's sake. Overall, if you're looking for an alternative to the Apple TV remote, the Function 101 button remote for Apple TV is sure to please. Take a moment to like button if you're enjoying the video. Let us know in the comments what you're currently using and if it's time for an upgrade. Number 3, Best Alexa Remote. Amazon Fire TV Cube. The Amazon Fire TV Cube is our pick as the best Alexa voice control remote. The Cube is not really a remote control per se, but a streaming media player that can be controlled with, you guessed it, your voice. Looking at it that way, that's even better than having a handheld remote control. The whole setup is called a hands-free entertainment system, and truer words have never been spoken. Because it's made by Amazon, it's integrated with Alexa, the popular virtual assistant tech. Just ask Alexa, and the unit does everything you want it to, such as checking the weather, turning off the lights, and more, even when the TV is off. You can also control the viewing-related commands just as easily. Use your voice to interact with compatible soundbars and AV receivers, and change live cable or satellite channels. It even has privacy protection settings that you can configure to suit your needs. The Cube has power like no other streaming media player. It's driven by a hexa-core processor that delivers a smooth 4K streaming experience. To round up the whole package, the system supports Dolby Vision, HDR, HDR10+, and Dolby Atmos audio. It's so futuristic that it can display the lyrics to your favorite songs and tell you actors' names as they appear on screen. Possibly the most significant downside, if there is one, is its cost. The Cube is considerably more expensive than other 4K media streamers, so the budget-conscious might find the price tag too steep. Alexa may also be disrupted if there's loud background noise, which can sometimes be frustrating. Still, there is nothing out there that works quite like this system. Overall, if you're looking to mainly use voice control, the Amazon Fire TV Cube won't disappoint. Number 2, runner-up, Cavo Control Center. The Cavo Control Center is the runner-up on our list. The company uses the mantra one search, one place, one remote to describe the platform. You can save time searching with Control Center's centrally managed content library or looking for recommendations from people you trust to discover something new. It also organizes your viewing options across other streaming media players, cable or satellite TV, and YouTube. The Smart Remote enables you to control everything connected to your TV. It also works with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, so you won't literally have to lift a finger. When you combine all of these features, the platform guarantees to put a living room's worth of electronics at your command, and unite them in a way you've never seen before. The Control Center comes in two parts, the main hub and the remote control. The hub has 4 HDMI inputs where you can plug in all your devices and perform a universal search for whatever you want to watch. It supports 4K UHD, HDR, and Dolby Atmos. Unfortunately, Dolby Vision isn't currently supported. The hub can also be connected via Ethernet or wireless. One of its unique features is the ability to use the directional pad to launch a menu on your TV for advanced functions. The D-pad also functions as a touch-sensitive gesture button to forward, rewind, skip back, and skip forward on devices that support it. It also has an ask and receive feature that will take you straight to what you're looking for without having to navigate through multiple devices or services. It's important to note that some of these features require a Cavo service plan subscription to function. Overall, if you want a great option to consolidate all your remotes, look no further than the Cavo Control Center. Number 1. Best Overall Remote, Logitech Harmony Elite. The Logitech Harmony Elite tops our list as the best overall universal remote. For years, Logitech's Harmony line has been among the most prominent players in universal remotes, and each new version gets more and more advanced. Even though Logitech no longer manufactures these remotes, the Elite remains the best universal remote to this day. That's how superb this model is. The Elite is essentially the combination of the Harmony Hub and Harmony 950 universal remote. That combo makes it the most impressive iteration of this line. It gives you all-in-one control of up to 15 home entertainment devices and works with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. The remote features a full-color touchscreen with which you can control channels, movies, volume, and smart home devices with a simple swipe and tap. It features one-touch activities to automatically power on and switch devices to the right settings. You can also use the Harmony app to turn your iOS or Android smartphones or tablets into personal universal remote controls for the whole house. Perhaps the most unique feature of this remote is the closed cabinet control. This enables you to operate equipment inside a closed cabinet in another room or even when you're not home. It truly is the most feature-rich remote control available without the cost of a custom system. Speaking of cost, the Elite is not cheap. It is undoubtedly in a league of its own, but you have to pay a considerable amount for it. You also have to note that its battery lasts only 2 days, but it does come with a convenient charging station that keeps your remote powered and within reach. Overall, if you're looking for the top performing option, the Logitech Harmony Elite is the clear winner. That's it for our list, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check the links below to support the channel. Click the next video to watch more reviews. Until next time, this has been Tech Spectrum.